Yoi Chunichi, Ni Hao Di Tien, Chun Naye. Good day, grade 8 students. It's another day of fun-filled musical learning. I'm Sir Alvin from Valenzuela National High School, your music teacher, and I will guide you in our music lesson for today. Take a seat and we'll be going to an endless musical and magical ride. Feel the cosmic rhythms, enchanting melodies, and marvelous lyrics of song from the earliest periods to the contemporary music worldwide. What are you waiting for? Let's tune in together. Before we start, let us first be reminded once again with the netiquettes to follow during the live streaming class. Number 1, respect everyone. Number 2, no hate speech. Number 3, be guided with the anti-cyberbullying law. Number 4, no promotion of products or items. Number 5, use appropriate words in giving suggestions, comments, and queries. And number 6, after the FB live streaming, attend discussion class in the FB Messenger classroom with the subject teacher. I hope everyone will be guided by the following protocols for us to maintain the orderliness during our session. So, allow me to give you the most essential learning competency that you are about to develop in our discussion. Number 1, listen perceptively to music of East Asia. Number 2, analyzes musical elements of selected songs and instrumental pieces heard and performed. And number 3, evaluates music and music performances using guided rubrics applying knowledge of musical elements and style. Since we finished our discussion in music for the first quarter, you really enjoyed the music of Southeast Asia, wherein you learned the different instrumental and vocal music of Indonesia, Malaysia, and Vietnam. So, before we formally begin our lesson, let's find out if you know something about the East Asian countries. Are you ready? Let's travel. Now, would it be fun to visit different places? In East Asia, there are 8 countries to visit. If you were given a chance to visit these countries, which one would you visit first and why? Send your answer on our comment box section. Use the map to guide you in exploring the East Asia. Alright students, let's have a short game. This is entitled 4 Picks 1 Word. Your goal is to identify the word from the set of the letters provided to you. Use the pictures as your clue. You have 10 seconds to key in your answer in our comment box after the word go. Let's have item number 1. Go. Very good. The answer is China. Item number 2. Go. Correct. The answer is Japan. Let's have item number 3. Go. You're doing great. It is Korea. For item number 4, go. Excellent. It is Sakura. For item number 5, go. You got it right. It is heels. For the last item, number 6, go. Fantastic! The correct answer is Jasmine. Now, let's start our little tour in East Asia. It is very important for you to learn the historical background and basic concept that you need as we go to our discussion. Just like us, foreign countries also had a wonderful and unique set of cultures. Visiting such requires a background knowledge regarding with their norms, traditions, clothes, religious beliefs, gestures, and music as well. One excellent way of learning culture is through their music. The rhythm, melodies, genres, instruments, and lyrics are all different in every country. Hop on as we jump on all together to the musical wonders of East Asian culture. You will notice that our music is very similar to that of our neighbors. In this lesson, you will find different activities where you can learn and show your understanding of basic concepts and principles of East Asian music. East Asia can be viewed as one of the big four among the generally urban, literate, and cultural areas of the world. East Asia holds a long and rich history spanning over thousands of years. China, Korea, and Japan's history date back to ancient times. A great variety of musical styles, both old and new, originated the region. Is amongst the oldest artistic tradition in terms of vocal and instrumental music in the world. Our discussion will focus on the vocal music of East Asian countries, particularly in Japan, China, and Korea. Let's start our East Asian music tour. Our first destination, Japan. Yoi Chunichi. Nippon or Nihon is an island country in East Asia located in the Northwest Pacific Ocean. Part of the Ring of Fire, Japan spans an archipelago of 6,852 islands. The five main islands are Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, Kyushu, and Okinawa. Tokyo is the Japan's capital and largest city. The music of Japan includes a wide array of performers in distinct styles, both traditional and modern. The word for music in Japanese is ongaku, combining in the kanji on sound with the kanji gaku means enjoy. Traditional Japanese music basically meditative in character. Its performance is highly ritualized as much as in the music itself, as it in the composure of the musicians when performing it. Japanese chamber and solo music have a slow meditative pace. Japanese vocal music is based on the intervals of the human breathing rather than mathematical timing. The performers of Japanese music has traditionally been a spiritual character similarly to martial arts and other forms of art such as tea ceremony and calligraphy. It usually about religious festivals, work, dance, love, and regional songs. This is the reason why music has become highly ritualized. Japanese chamber music and solo music have a slow meditative pace and use concrete elements which serve to represent natural sounds and the sound of life. The main tone of Japanese music has two modes, the Yosen and Insen. Both consist of 5 primary tones based on the scale with 7 tones. The scale with 5 primary tones are also called as pentatonic scale, meaning 5-tone scale, on which the third and sixth note of heptatonic, which is 7-note scale, is removed. Japanese music is very simple. They sing melodies in unison and never repeat the same melody in a song. Next on our list, China. Ni hao di tian. Officially, the People's Republic of China is a country in East Asia. It is the world's most populous country with a population of around 1.41 billion in 2021. For several thousand years, Chinese culture was dominated by the teaching of the philosopher Confucius. He conceived music in the highest sense as a means of calming the passion of distilling of unrest and lust, rather than a form of amusement. Traditionally, the Chinese have been believed that the sound influenced the harmony of the universe. Significantly, one of the most important duties of the first emperor of each new dynasty was to search out and establish the dynasty standard of pitch. As a result of this philosophical orientation was the Chinese theoretically opposed music performed solely for entertainment. Chinese vocal music has traditionally sung in a nasal and a thin non-resonant voice. The Chinese vocal prime characteristic is nasal and high-pitched in nature. It is usually solo rather than choral. All traditional Chinese music is melodic rather than harmonic. Chinese music uses the pentatonic scale. And now, for our last destination of our tour, let's go to Korea. Chunnaye. Korea is a region in East Asia. Since 1945, it has been divided into two sovereign states. The North Korea, officially the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and the South Korea, officially the Republic of Korea. Korea consists of the Korean Peninsula, the Jeju Islands, and several minor islands near the peninsula. Korean folk music tradition, with its generous use of bright rhythms and melodies, offers a more energetic and capricious contrast to the nation's collection of the classical music works. It includes court music, folk music, poetic songs, and religious music used in the shamanistic and Buddhist tradition. Together, traditional Korean music is referred to as Guga or Hangul, which literally means national music. Vocal music is another important facet of the Korean tradition. One of the longest and rarest older forms is the Kaguk, which consists of 26 5-section solo songs and one duet. Chongak means literally right or correct music, and its tradition includes both instrumental and vocal music, which were cultivated by the upper class literally of the Joseon society. It also refers to ensemble for high men of social status outside of the court. In this category, three important terms are aak, tangak, and yangak. Sogak or minsogak is a category of Korean music traditionally associated with the lower classes or for the general public and are vibrant and energetic. It includes such as pansori and minyu. Pansori is a kind of music represented to audience by skilled vocal singers and drummers, but even the unskilled could sing this song. Siju is a three-line form of classical Korean lyric poetry that may be sung to the sole accompaniment of an hourglass drum in formal setting. That's the end of our East Asian music tour. Now, let's go back to our land, Philippines. Wow! It looks like most of the countries in East Asia have a lot of similarities in their music. Their musical influences are similar to one another as well. Isn't it amazing? Now, it's time to experience East Asian music. Some musical ensembles in East Asia have singers performing with them. Now, I would like you to listen to the following songs. We are going to listen first to this recorded song sung by an amazing and talented head teacher of Sotero Francisco Memorial National High School, none other than Sir J.R. Santos. You will just listen to this song and later I will give you enough time to practice singing it to yourself. Are you ready? Let's start. Folk song number 1. Sakura.
Sakura, Sakura, yayoy no sorawa, iwatasu kagiri, kasumi kakomoka, niyo iso isuru. Isaya, Isaya, mini yukan. Sakura, Sakura, yayoy no sorawa, iwatasu kagiri. Kasumi kakomoka, niyo miso isuru. Isaya, Isaya, mini yukan.
Sakura is a traditional Japanese folk song depicting spring, the season of cherry blossoms. It is often sung in international setting as a song representative of Japan. Let's have song number 2. Mualiwa.
mo
The second song is Mualiwa. It is a traditional Chinese song with the lyrics about the jasmine flower, also turned into a love song. The song describes a custom-giving jasmine flowers popular in the southern Yangtze Delta region of China. And last, folk song number 3. Arirang.
Arirang, arirang, arareyo. Arirang, bokelo, nawakanda. Nalulburigoga, sinuniyo. Shimnigo mo, kausawal, yung ganda. Arirang, arirang, arareyo. Arirang, bokelo, nawakanda. Naulburigoga, sinuniyo. Shimnigo mo, kausawal, yung ganda.
The last song is entitled Arirang, a folk song used as a symbol of Korea and Korean culture. It is essence a song of farewell. The origin of the word Arirang is the hill. Most Koreans had partings on a number of such hills, an emotion of deep regret and imbued in the rhythm of Arirang. The song evokes the feeling of the tears shed by Koreans and the remembrance of their sad stories. Now, it's time to express yourself. On an Oslo paper, make a creative illustration that best describes their music or culture. Submit it to your subject teacher. Let's have an activity. Please get your pen and paper. I will give you 20 seconds to prepare the materials. On a sheet of paper, write the letter of the best answer. Let's start. Let's have number 1. Music that is traditionally sung in a nasal and a thin non-resonant voice. It is usually solo rather than choral. Letter A, Japanese music. Letter B, Korean music. Letter C, Chinese music. Letter D, none of the above. Number 2. It includes folk music, poetic songs, and religious music in shamanistic and Buddhist tradition. It is referred to as Gugak or Hangul, which literally means national music. A. Japanese music. B. Korean music. Letter C. Chinese music. Letter D. None of the above. Number 3. It is traditionally been of a spiritual character similarly to martial arts and other forms of arts such as the tea ceremony and calligraphy, having a slow meditative pace and use concrete elements. Letter A, Japanese music. Letter B, Korean music. Letter C, Chinese music. Letter D, none of the above. Number 4. It is a traditional Chinese song with the lyrics about the jasmine flower, also turned into a love song. The song describes a custom-giving jasmine flowers popular in the southern Yangtze Delta region of China. Letter A, Sakura. Letter B, Mwaliwa. Letter C, Arirang. Letter D, none of the above. Number 5. It is a traditional Japanese folk song depicting spring, the season of cherry blossoms. It is often sung in international settings as a song representative of Japan. A. Sakura. B. Mwaliwa. C. Arirang. D. None of the above. Last, number 6, a folk song used as a symbol of Korea and Korean culture. It is in essence of a song of farewell. The song evokes the feeling of the tears shed by Koreans and the remembrance of their sad stories. A. Sakura. B. Mwaliwa. Letter C. Arirang. D. None of the above. Now, let's check your answers. Number 1, letter C, Chinese music. Number 2, letter B, Korean music. Number 3, letter A, Japanese music. Number 4, letter B, Mwaliwa. Number 5, letter A, Sakura. And number 6, letter C, Arirang. Click the heart react button if you got all correct answers. But if not, that's okay. We will try again on your follow-up discussion. For your task, you will choose one song from East Asian music, Sakura, Mwaliwa, or Arirang. Sing it and record it through video using your cell phone. It can be a cappella or with accompaniment, live or canned. You may perform as a soloist or invite your family members to perform with you. These are the criteria for rubrics. 1. Correct pitch and expression. Number 2. Intonation or diction. Number 3. Tempo or timing. And number 4. Dynamics. And that's all for today's lesson, grade 8 students. Once again, this is Sir Alvin, your music teacher, leaving a saying from one of the great ancient Chinese philosopher, Lao Tzu, saying, "Music in the soul can be heard by the universe." Thank you for tuning in to the Valenzuela Live. Stay safe, everyone. Have a good day. See you at the next one.